We are live. Welcome, guys, to RC Talk. This is a show where you guys ask a question and we try to answer, or I show you some new stuff, or we just chit chat and do a live broadcast. So, from Nova Scotia, we have Troy with us tonight.
Hello.
It was very warm here today.
Well, it wasn't bad here, but it was on and off rain for the last 3 days.
Oh yeah, that's the weather we had yesterday. Axiomatic, how you doing, bud? And Sir Shrimpalot is online too. Randy, here, let me put the link back up.
Yes, let's get these guys on.
If you guys want to jump in, jump right in. Then I can show you some work that Sébastien Lacasse did for my truck. I got some rock sliders. These are the original one that used to be on the truck. They got the shape of the Jeep in there. Steve D and Sir just joined in at the same time.
Hey, can you hear me tonight?
No.
No.
All right.
So how come you're responding then?
Huh?
How come you're responding then if you can't hear him?
Right. No, it's that Bluetooth from last night I was telling you about. I was making sure it was working tonight.
Responding then if you can't hear him. So, oh man.
No, it's that Bluetooth from last night I was telling you about. I was making
Somebody's welcome to the live stream. Randy. So, oh man.
No, it's that Bluetooth from last night I was telling you about. I was making
Somebody's welcome to the live stream. There, Randy, I had to mute you because the audio was coming back. You still have the other video that's on there. And we have Green Frog that's on.
Keegan.
We have Green
Frog. I don't think the feedback is coming from me.
Yeah, as soon as you turn on your microphone, I'm trying to see the volume meter where it's coming from or who it's coming from.
I don't think it was mine.
Yeah, now you are, yeah.
I have the YouTube on mute.
Keegan, did I send you an email? Yes, I did send you the invite, not by email, but I did send you the invite by instant messaging, but sometimes that doesn't always work, or from the app. So let me find the mail and send you an email. Always seems to work better when I send it by email.
I like the banners that you made yesterday, Tank.
What did you make?
The banners that you made. I like the banners you made. That was yesterday, right?
Yes, that is correct. So I had banners before, they fell down. Let's take Steve O.D. I had banners before, but they actually fell down because I had one of the truck, was working on the truck, and then the truck just like climbed the wall and grabbed the banner rope and just broke it.
That was a rat rod.
I'm not sure if it was a rat rod. It might have been the rat rod. I can't remember. That was a while ago. I think I was talking about that on videos also. But I just added some. I added Steve O.D. and Axiomatic, Honey Lulu, and Wayne Kibler's on there. So I put him beside Tony. So they're all there.
Thank you, Francois.
No problem. And Axiomatic, you're more than welcome to join in again like you did the other day if you want. Randy, what are you working on? Oh, he is on. Axiomatic is on.
You're more than welcome to join in again like you did the other day if you want.
It's
Oh,
his.
it's Axiomatics that's causing the issue right now.
Randy, what are you?
That's funny because I was gonna say that jokingly.
Oh, he just left. You don't have to leave.
Just turn off the other feed.
Yeah, just turn off the live feed. You'll be fine. It's just because you had the other feed still on. So you just got to have the window of the Hangout window open. The other one you can have it on, but just mute it. So we scared him away.
Well, I hope he comes back. I haven't been on when he's been on.
So Randy, there was a post last week, or was it this week? Somebody was saying stop using paint on the rock because it's not good for the environment.
What?
Don't they realize that some of those paint that used for markers are environment friendly?
Well, we use a chalk. It's a chalk paint which washes off really quick.
Yeah.
But there's some places, like if they're trailing in California somewhere where they don't get a lot of rain, they'll even the chalk markers stay on for a long time. So they're saying it's an eyesore. Right? But I mean, the thing is, if you're in a public park and that, you don't use paint or anything that's going to be left there.
Yes.
If you're on private property and you have permission, that's a different story.
Yeah, because then it becomes like graffiti. Even though it's just two lines, people are going to see it as graffiti.
And Randy, remind us what part of the world you're in. So
What?
remind us what part of the world you're in. So those people that have complaints.
He's in the part of the world. He's in the part of the world where the world is flat.
Yeah.
And there's nobody else that exists beside them. They're the city that is the most important, and they're the next city that's going to win the Stanley Cup. That's what all the pros say.
I don't live near Ottawa.
No, he's in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm next to the Toronto. Make me last.
Toronto make me last.
That's good, Randy. I like that one. I'm going to use that.
Well, all the professionals are saying that Toronto is going to be a very good contender and could actually win the cup this year.
Oh, come on. First round out.
Yeah. Yeah. But some other professional or sport here in Ottawa are saying, how can they do that? They have too much depth for defense. They have a lot of defense, but they don't have a lot of offense, but they could win the game, but it makes for a boring game.
It'll come down to whatever team has the most injuries will get put out.
So a good old-fashioned Canadian slugfest on the ice.
Hey, sorry, guys. I straightened out my issues, and sorry about that feedback.
No problem. What truck are you working on, Axiomatic? Which one is that? That looks like a... I'm not sure.
So this is the Stampede 4x4 VXL. I got the Castle Mamba X. Or actually, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I got a Sidewinder 4 with 3800 kV in here. But this is the Honey Lulu Honey Dip Body. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you did get it. Okay.
So the plan for tonight is actually to get some LEDs in here. So we'll see how it goes. I can get it off.
So that's your Halloween body.
Yep. Yep, there she is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I see trouble. Trouble just entered.
That's right, mate. I'm trouble. I'm trouble. But guess what? I'm not sitting in my car.
He's not sitting in his car. What color of LED are you going to be putting? Are you going to be putting red or orange LEDs because it is a Halloween theme?
Yeah, so actually I have the buckets here. I had orange already kind of pull out the front here and then put it behind. The orange doesn't look right, I'll do that red. So we're not trial and error tonight. Let's see what happens.
And I see you got like my Stampede. You got the 4 lights in the front, which is it's a nice add-on for those.
Yeah, I got regular LEDs in there, white LEDs.
And those were cheap. Like when I picked them up, they were like $5.99 for the kit. To me, like I was surprised. Like, wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, and they work well. No problems with them. Yeah, they work really great.
And there's a path. There's a path to install it. There's clips to install it. They really thought of a good job to do on there.
Yeah, well, I'm really happy with them. That's just the inside of the rig. The Sidewinder 4. TV console.
Big fast system.
Runs well in 3S, pretty quick.
So, and we have the Phantom Guest, Outback Jack, that's with us, and he's at the lake. Guess what he might actually...
There's boat, mate.
Yeah.
What is it, the boat?
Yeah, I did the footage yesterday, but it was a shocking day. It was too gloomy, and I went to edit the video, and it just came out terrible. So today is sunny day, as you can see.
So,
and I got a whole heap of ducks here because someone just came and fed them, didn't they? It was not magpies, it's ducks, mate.
So me and Jack were talking, and we figured maybe if you go by the lake, because he told me he was going to be by the lake, maybe we can do a live stream and actually have you boating during RC talk. So we might do that.
I'll go and put it. So I say hello to the people in the chat. Honey Lulu said hello yesterday. Because I'm on my phone, I can't see the chat. So hi to everyone in the chat. So I'll just go and dump it in the. I just got to be careful of these ducks.
Yeah. Well, they'll move. Don't worry. Drone life. Drone life. See, I'm going to do the intro with the. You just probably saw it in my group when I just chuck it in.
Yeah, is that your $60 boat?
I'll do that in slow motion. Sorry, what was that?
Is that your $60 boat?
Yeah, I won this on eBay for $90.
Did you turn it on before you threw it in?
Yeah, you bet I did, mate. Now I'm going to be hard because I've got remote in one hand, and I'm just going to watch these ducks. Just let me clear these ducks out of the road. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Looks like it's sinking.
Yeah, it looks like
Nah, that's the intake from the. Okay, why is it beeping? Hang on a minute. It shouldn't be beeping. I've got a cell reader in there, so when it gets to a certain voltage, it'll cut off. So I don't know why it's beeping. Didn't do that yesterday. I just want to clear these ducks. You see that?
Yeah. Does it
I
have,
watch the ducks.
Does it have self-brightening? Flip it.
Oh, I can't go through full fire. I'm just going to watch the ducks. Oh, no, oh shit. It's beeping for some reason. It's just beeping like anything.
Oh, really?
I don't know why it's beeping. Because
Battery won't die when it's out there.
the dies. It's a $90 boat. It dies. It sinks.
Well, if it's beeping, it might be a problem, so don't go too far with it.
No, I don't know. It's just beep. I've got the stock battery in it at the moment, the 1300 milliamp hour. I've got my bigger battery. I'll put that when I film. Look, what it is goes all right.
big question. Jack swim.
Yeah, we want to see you swim.
Mate, I got, I don't know why it's beeping. I don't know.
Well, it's your remote that's beeping. Maybe your batteries are low on your remote.
No, I charged. Nah.
Finder.
Everything's charged up. I remember last time I went out to do an RC and I put the wrong battery in the truck, didn't I?
Hopefully there's no gators around.
I don't know.
No alligators in that area?
Nah, there's alligators.
Tornado.
See, that's the intake there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
There's the intake. So what happens is when I it flips over, fills up with water, and it just self-rights. Well, I've got no idea why it's beeping. Might be. I charged the battery up yesterday, so I don't know. I'll just have to undo it and put the other battery in because I've got a bigger battery. The stock batteries, oh, Steve, and everyone else, this is what I mean. What I do is I just put Velcro on the bottom of the remote, and just Velcro the camera.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Right, it's and this Velcro that I got, like I said, it's like steel. So, I mean, you can knock it and that, but that's the way I do it. I used to have a mount with a GoPro for the GoPro casing, and this fits. This is a Yanami camera, and that fits pretty good, but it's just a bit too much weight. Yeah, but this thing's just beeping stupid.
So Drone Life says he's going to go to his first RC racing event on Saturday in Atlanta. Are you going to participate, or are you just going to go watch the event? You can see you, Jack.
Yeah, I'm just taking the tape off to see why this is beeping.
My wife was there since the fire alarm was going off in the garage.
You can mute me if you want, Tank. It's beeping pretty loud.
There we go. We muted him. You can unmute yourself once you finished. Green frog with the red truck. Where's your green frog?
Right. Gotta get some stickers made.
She's looking good there, Keegan.
Thank you. Got a couple dogs in the back.
That's a really nice bumper.
Last week, or beginning of the week, I was I did my video about the shackle for the shackle mount for the rear leaf spring that the Bauhaus RC has, and then Green Frog Keegan sent me a picture of his truck. I got the Marlin Crawler. That the rear leaf spring on that is already upgraded, so there's already it's already tilted back on that one. So the other problem was that Troy has the same truck, which he bought just a week or two before him, but his do not have the upgraded shackle mount at the back, the hangers. So that was kind of weird. So they both took pictures. They were sending me that. So I told Troy, call RC 4-wheel drive and let them know, or send them an email. So Troy, why don't you tell us what happened after you sent that email?
I sent him the pictures, and they said, send me your address, and we'll see what we can do for you. And they said that before they even asked me for pictures. So I sent them a reply with pictures and the 2 receipts that I used because I paid on it twice.
Okay. So you actually bought 2 trucks?
No. Just the down payment and then the finish.
Okay.
But yeah.
And RC 4-wheel drive was pretty fast replying also, right?
Oh, yeah. Like within an hour of me posting my ticket, they responded. And I was blown away. I was looking at my mail trying to clear up all the junk, and I did that right after I started, right after I sent the message. And then, before all my inboxes are all cleaned out of, crap and ads, they responded. And so I was really impressed. Like, Keegan, can you see the hanger I have?
Oh, yep.
That's definitely nowhere near like the one you have.
No, yeah, mine's tilted back at like 10 degrees or something.
Yeah, I went and looked on their page and I found it. And the ones that you have are the ones that came with it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I told them that a friend of mine had got one a week after I got mine. Because I got mine on the 27th of April. You got yours like a week later, right?
Right.
yeah, and I looked at that picture that you sent Frank, and I was like, man, that is nowhere near what mine is.
No.
And my back end always locks up when I'm coming out of a ditch or something. When I just start to go back up, the suspension goes down, and boom, it stays locked.
Gotcha.
Cool.
And it did that once when Frank was here too.
Then your tire starts rubbing probably and stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't even notice it when Tank was here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Drone Life says he's gonna go watch an RC race in Atlanta, so that's cool. They're always fun to go watch.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool.
Wonder what size.
I'm not sure. Is it a competition? Is it a?
Well, they have a new X class. It's pretty good
Yeah.
size. They're like 2 feet across or something.
I know they have some pretty intense races in Atlanta. I guess it's a monster truck race. I know Tony's saying that they're going to be starting soon, also, like for the winter series or something like that.
Hey guys.
And we have Wally RC Addiction that's in the house.
John?
And hello, peeps.
Well, just putting it out there, if anybody has questions about RC 4-wheel drive's customer service, this is the first time I've dealt with them, and this is my first RC, and that is awesome service.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I've dealt with Tom at RC 4-wheel drive a few times. He's always right on the ball.
Tom, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Keegan, here's a little sneak peek for you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let me put you as presenting so people can see it.
That's my sunroof there.
Okay.
So,
It's all masked off.
yeah, all masked off. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to have the full floor going in just above the bolts.
Oh, okay.
Right across, so this will be solid unit.
Nice.
And if Ethan gets on, he'll have something to show too.
Ethan is here.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Cool.
Hey guys,
Hey, Ethan.
how's it going?
Good. Why don't you tell Keegan what you're doing for him? He might be interested in one.
All right, so Troy called me up the other day with this master plan of his. Right, you know these ideas Troy comes up with are pretty out of this world.
Don't know what you're talking about.
So Troy says, you know, I really hate batteries. He just says he hates batteries so much. He wishes they were gone. But his biggest problem is he hates putting them in. So he asked me if he can make the bed, just the bed, flip up. But we came to the conclusion that it would just be easier to make the whole body flip up. So the plan is to try and make a rear bumper mount right here, basically. And the whole bumper mount is going to swivel. So your bumper and the bed and the rest of the body is going to swivel with it. And there'll be some brackets coming off of this rear bumper mount, basically.
Yeah.
So that the whole thing will swivel up.
Killer. That would be nice.
Because if it's scissors back the dump truck the way it is, the bumper gets in the way and you won't be able to open it.
Yeah.
True.
So Troy, I sent you those the prices that I got for that on Facebook just now. I wanted to do it before I jumped on here.
Okay, cool. I'll go look at that and try not to act shocked online.
Yeah. I don't know. It came out to be about a week's worth of cutting, so.
Do you have the part already?
What?
Do you have the part already?
No. It's going to be about a week's worth of cutting.
Okay. Do you have a file you can show me or something?
I can send you pictures of them, but it doesn't. The program I used to design them for that machine doesn't come out to be like an STL file that you can share with others, sadly.
Okay.
But yeah, I can text you pictures of what it will look like, for sure.
Cool. That price is nowhere near what I thought it would be. That's wicked.
Is that wicked like a good thing or wicked a bad thing?
Well, I haven't fainted or thrown up, so I'm okay.
All right.
Considering that it's not a 3D printed part and it's going to be metal and it'll hold up. No.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking of right now is where to mount those two brackets, because I should be right next to here, and I don't think I can make them outside of the frame here, because this whole bumper mount would be all crazy weird. So I think putting them in between the middle here, and then putting like a support plate that you can put on top of the bed so that your bed plastic doesn't end up cracking might be the best option.
Now you're doing that. Why? Because the battery is under the cab, not underneath the box. So why are you?
Yep, we're gonna make the whole thing. The whole thing is gonna flip up because when you mount the bed, because you know how the bed screws in.
Yes.
Frank.
Yeah.
So that's what it's gonna be screwed into the bed because that's where we can make the brackets to. But once the bed and the cab are screwed together, it'll act as one unit, hopefully.
I am gonna try it once it's all made. I'm going to keep back into my made because I'm going to have the full seat and everything in here, so this will all be open anyways. So if I can actually make it so the bed will open up, then I can just put my battery straight in there.
It should work. Should work either way. I mean, you might have to space the bed and the cab apart slightly to get them to clear, but...
I seen a guy today, he did this great thing. He made a styrene hinge for his K5 Blazer, and he separated the box and the cab, and when you put it down, it was flush. So I think it'll work.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
I think with a little modification too, you can make that same mount for a SCX-10 or whatever truck.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's been pretty interesting. Right now, the thing that's been booming pretty good is this little truck right here. I made some bumpers for it. If you guys have seen, this is basically the exact same as the factory one, just aluminum. And then the front as well, we did on here. But that truck's pretty nice because it's small, so all the parts that you can make for them are a little less expensive and more in people's price range, I guess.
Did you sell any bumpers? I know you had them.
Yeah, I have a set of bumpers and the servo mount and a bull bar going to Germany.
Oh, cool.
So just waiting. He wants a winch bumper too, so I'm waiting on the winch dimensions, and then we'll get that sent off in the mail. And then
yeah, but that's the small winch. Do they make winches that small?
Well, we just ordered a 10 scale winch, and it's gonna be inset into the bumper a little bit, so hopefully it hides it. Yeah. But it is just a 10 scale winch. I guess it'll be interesting to see how it looks on there.
Yeah.
I got a new logo.
I got to find it.
So you'll have to the person that made my logo, I sent Ethan the info so he could get a logo made up. And the other day a guy was on my site and he sent me a message, asked me if I could make him a roof rack for this tiny little truck. And he popped it up on this, sent me pictures of it, and it was that blue truck that Ethan has. And has the motor coming out through the hood and that. And I'm like, well, you know what? I could make you one out of styrene, but it's not going to be as strong. And I know someone who could make you a metal one that would be awesome. And he already works with that truck. So boom. I sent Ethan's info, and then he comes back to me in 2 minutes. He goes, yeah, he's already making me a bumper.
Yeah, it's crazy, the Facebook circle.
Oh man, it's just everybody gets linked back somehow.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's he was the first one to buy the servo mount and the bull bar, so that's what he's got already, and now he's the one waiting for a winch bumper too. I'm just waiting for the winch to get to my house so I can fit it to the bumper and get it to him.
I'm surprised you don't have a push bar on the front of yours.
The reason for that is okay, so this is their factory bumper, correct? Here's my bumper. My bumper is a significant amount thinner.
Yeah.
So what happens is the bull bar, I have a piece right here. So this bull bar sits on here like this, but see how much lower this hangs down than it needs to?
Oh yeah. You have to make it
What I'm gonna do is redesign this part to be specific to this bumper too, so that I can have two different versions to sell. So the version for this bumper will have better clearance, and it will still look the same.
Cool.
But
You got a full house tonight, boys.
Oh, yeah, lots of people here.
Party's on.
We only have spot for one more person, Tank.
Yeah.
Lean.
Hey guys.
Oh no, it's
Oh.
He took
Buddy Wayne.
over. Jack took off.
Yeah, Jack took off. I'm sure we'll see him again. Or he's going to message me if there's a problem or an issue. I mean, Lulu's in the chat. She said hi earlier.
Hi, honey Lulu. That's some nice work you did on that truck for Axiomatic. That looks sick.
So is that truck ever going to get going? The Konghead?
Really soon.
Pretty soon? Okay, so it's not even painted yet. She's going to hydro dip then when? When's she hydro dipping it?
Yeah, no, I did it. This weekend.
This weekend? Cool.
Yeah.
Wayne, are you going with the hot pink motif?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Honey Lulu's rig. What is she calling it again?
Hot Mama Lou.
Hot Mama Lou.
Yeah.
So how many gears are on each side of that thing?
A lot of gears. A lot of gears. When you look at the instruction for that thing, there's a lot of gears in there.
It sure is. Let me see. There's a bunch.
Did you follow the instructions, so you did not lock any of the diffs, right?
No, we didn't lock them. No.
I know some people do because they use it for crawling, but I don't think you're going to be using it for crawling. You're probably just going to bash with it. That's
Right. Just cruise around with it.
Axiomatic, are you still here?
Still here, he's just muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I just muted the mic, so not getting background noise.
Wanted to tell you I bought the kit that I'm gonna do for 5 last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got because the group that I'm running the monster truck with, they are running a rally car also. In one of the classes, I can use the MO5. So I just bought some rally tires for the MO5, and then I got the Subaru Impreza Monte Carlo 99, the TTO2.
That's gonna look nice.
Looked at those. They're very nice.
So, and then I got in trouble because I bought the Rustler today too. Well, I paid for it, but I'm like, the truck is usually $399. I got it for $345, so I had to buy it.
That's good. You got in trouble for spending so much money?
Yeah. I forgot I had prescriptions and everything due this month.
Oh, yeah.
So I got my truck today, my 66 Chevrolet. So that's the cab for it. So my son wants it red. So it's going to be all red. And I was looking online for the bumper. I did get aluminum paint. Well, grayish aluminum. So I was going to paint the bumper gray, but all the pictures I see for this truck, everybody's got the bumper pretty much white. So I guess it was a thing for that year. So even my wife agreed that the bumper is going to should be white and the truck red.
Is that the one they discontinued?
Yes, that's the body that's discontinued. So that's the one without the bed at the back. And I got Sébastien Lacaus, which is the same name as my son. He did the bed for it, and I posted a couple pictures of it while he was working on it, and I was showing the cardboard back I got for it. So he actually dropped it off. So it's done, it's finished, and this is basically the flatbed now. It's got a wood deck on it. Let me present myself so it won't go away. So it's all metal. I got metal all the way around, and it fits pretty good around the wheel well.
That looks really good.
So it's all attached very strong, so you can pick it up there. So I was thinking of building some box or some toolbox and things like that for the back.
Frank.
Then I got.
Use these. Yeah, I was gonna say these cheapo gift card boxes.
Yeah, but I was looking, like I had this. This is a toolbox I had, and I go, hey, this is cool. I can actually make one of these in styrene big enough, just a little bit bigger, to actually go and just put it right on top of here. So I'm going to have like a toolbox. It'll look like a toolbox, but it's actually going to be glued on. It's going to hide that. Another thing that I saw that I have on my desk is this thing. This is like a chest.
Oh yeah, I have 2 of those.
Yeah. So if I just take that chest and just like cut the bottom out, it's going to fit right on there, and I can keep it on an angle.
That chest is really nice, but when you cut into it, make sure that the open edge that you cut into the bottom of it, go around that with crazy glue, so the lining doesn't come off again. You like to separate.
You got that same chest too?
Yeah, I got that chest. And right now I have a chain in it.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I seen those on eBay when I first got in the hobby, and I thought they were actually for 10th scale cars to fit in because it said 10th scale. And when I was all excited, they came in the mail. I'm like, cool, I got a spot to put my 2 RCs. The freaking things came in there, those little.
That's
I hope you didn't pay much for them.
Yeah, I think they're an $8 or $10 a piece.
Yeah.
The price wasn't a giveaway.
Oh, I figured it said it was from China, so I thought maybe it was cheap because it was coming from China.
Those leather cows in China, they're pretty cheap.
So my son likes the truck. He likes the bed. He likes the good bed. But what he does not like, he says the body looks fat on it. He says the body looks fat. I guess it's because I decided to keep it a short wheelbase and not make it a long wheelbase.
Yep.
So I decided not to keep it a short wheelbase. So I could have made it long and make the box bigger at the back. But now he's saying the truck looks fat. So he doesn't like the body a little bit, but he'll get used to it. I'm not changing that.
The way it is now, Tank, it looks big, but then as soon as you paint it and put it back on there, it's going to look small.
Yeah. So that's why I told him, like, let me paint it, let me work on it, and then I can show you what it's going to look like. But I like the droop effect on this because this is cool because it doesn't look like it's raised, and then when you hit a bump, then it actually drops. So this is really cool. And because I got internal shocks, it wants to pull it back up.
Yeah, that looks really good. That's the GCM chassis?
Yeah, that's a GCM Cross Canyon chassis. That's my son's Jeep that when I was at your place.
Have you seen the Proline interior for that?
Yes, I did pick up the Proline interior.
Cool, I have that to do too for mine.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
I saw your video about the Bauhaus, the shackle mounts in the back of the trail finder.
Yeah.
I was just curious if Bauhaus working together they're like if GCM was machining those for Bauhaus or if they were doing it by themselves. Because I don't know, I
Well,
can just see a partnership between them.
let's just say I can't say, but let's just say I lent my truck to GCM and it came back that way. But I can't say that they machine it for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. That's kind of what I figured too. Since you went over there and you lent us your TF2 to them.
I didn't have the same thoughts when you told me about it.
Hey, and we have somebody new in the shop, Miles.
Yeah, what's up?
We dropped one and gained one.
Yeah, John sent me a message. I figured I'd join in.
Yeah. I've had my mic muted because I'm doing a water motor break-in.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Want to
working
paint
on the
those bodies
crawler,
this week? I'll paint mine too.
So, John, why don't you explain to some people why you're doing that? Because some people might not know why you're doing that, and that's a pretty good time to actually explain that.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me over the microphone.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
We can hear you.
So I'm doing this because this is a better way to break in the brushes. This only works on brush motors. You only want to do this when you have a brush motor, which has a brush that sits against the armature and they come flat or corrugated. And the armature is round, and you want to be able to get the brushes to get a better seat. So the best way to do that quickly is with a lubricant or water. So this is just a quick way to get the brushes so that they mold to the armature better, which gives you more power and hopefully longer motor life. And I've been in RC for a long time, and I'll admit that this is actually my first ever water break-in. I've always wanted to do it, and I just never did. So I thought, just give it a go. Because nice thing about the TRX4 is it's got the cruise control, so I don't have to hold on to the thing. I can set it on a nice slow speed. I can adjust it.
Yeah.
And adjust it with the little multi-function knob, cruise control. Just let it go for a while.
You could do the same thing with your.
Yeah.
You know what you should be doing right now, John?
What's that?
You should be tuning that SCT to keep up with Mustafa's truck.
Yeah, sure. Who has the most points? Who's in #1 spot? Oh, that's right.
John, if you wanted that motor to be a beast, you should have poured some Monster in a glass.
I
Put it in there.
I have actually heard the people doing break-in with Coca-Cola and stuff. So tell me about that. What's the deal with that? Why is that supposed to be better?
It's probably more corrosive, I'm sure.
Yeah. I would think distilled water would be better, but.
I think he said that just because he likes Monster Energy. I don't think he ever tried burning in a motor with Monster Energy.
No, I just think.
No, but I have heard of people using Coca-Cola, and they say it works great.
Well, people use Coke to clean things too.
I got some pepper you can try it with.
Oh, Dr. Pepper, I'm
Yeah,
on.
Dr. Pepper, hey? You got a brush motor?
Funny you should say that.
I haven't ran anything brushed in like 3 years.
Oh man, it's all I run.
Well, your shortcut truss should be brushless. Yeah.
Everything I run is brushless.
So
they are. He's just poking fun of me because he beat me yesterday.
Funny you should say that because I have a Keegan FXR and I had a in my TF2 with a Keegan 35 turn motor, and at the same time I bought two kits, one for my RC SCX10 that I got, and then my TF2. I put the motor in both of them at the same time, and I did the burn-in on only one of them. And I can't remember which one it was, either the TF2 or the SCX10. But since then, the SCX10 motor did blow up. It just stopped working, but the other one did not.
The water one died quicker, or the non?
I can't remember which one it was. I thought it was the SCX10 that I actually burnt in. I thought it was that one. But
hey, Frank.
I can't remember. Yeah.
How long do you think I should do this for?
I think it's one battery pack.
About 10 minutes.
No, do about 10-15 minutes. You should be good.
Frank,
Yeah, I
on
did
the
it on
motor
SCX
burn up, did you ever try to replace the brushes in it?
Yes, it's actually. It's not here, but it's It is a Teegan FXR, and it is a rebuildable. Not a Teegan FXR. It's a Teegan motor, and it is rebuildable. I did buy the brush. I just had to put the brush in there. But one of my buddy told me, don't put the brush in it. Like, give it to me. I'll clean the motor, because he actually takes it out. He cleans the armature. He cleans the whole motor. He rebuilds it properly, and then he puts the brush and he does the burn-in on it. So I just got to bring it to him. So for him to actually do it.
Because I've had the Teegan motors, seems like in the winter, especially when you get them covered in snow, or they're consistently wet, I think the brushes soften up a little bit. And so I always burn through a lot of brushes in the winter, especially if I don't have any kind of guards that keep the snow out of the motor. So that's why I started doing the inner fender flares, keep all the snow on really brushes.
Well, what's really going to hurt your brushes, and that's how I burnt mine more than anything, is I went through everything with that truck. And yes, I'm more rough on my SCX10 than my TL2. In other words, the water, the mud, especially the mud and water. My SCX2 like has been covered almost to the top of the roof in water, almost like a submarine, and I come back out. And in mud is the worst. And when you get mud into your motor, that's when you might get it, because the mud acts like sandpaper. So it's rough, but it's the mud. But water and snow, I don't think that must be much of an issue, because water is okay. It actually cleans your motor and actually gets the metal parts out of that.
Until you drive on a salty road in the winter.
Yes, the salt
clean water.
That's correct.
That'll mess it up. Did I show you guys my motor out of my X?
Salt acts as a conductor also in water.
Yeah. What was that, Troy?
Did I show you guys the motor that burnt out of my X?
You showed me, but I don't think you showed other people. Man, you got a lot of clay on your truck.
So I was wrapped that they had it for that money. I've seen it cheaper elsewhere.
I got a visitor.
You got a visitor.
Yeah, I got a visitor.
Who's your visitor?
Some people might know who he is. I'm sure Hank knows who he is. But I'll just flip the camera and you can say hi to both of them. Is my camera flipped? I can't see.
Yes,
yeah, it is. Yeah, Mars, say hello to everyone.
G'day, it's the Twixter here.
Hey, Mars.
And there's Kaz over there.
Hi.
Hi. You're on our
just on his skateboard, and he's got his quad here.
Yeah. Got everything.
So it's a bit of an RC day here.
Yeah.
So Mars, no wonder you're not in the chat. You're actually there.
Yeah.
Well, you got him live in person, huh?
No, nothing better than live.
During the day,
I heard a skateboard coming down the hill. I thought, oh, here's trouble.
During the day, I sometimes watch, during work, I watch live video, and while I'm working, it's just as a background noise more than anything. And then I comment hi, and all of a sudden Mars comments also. So he's usually on the same live stream that I'm on, just chatting. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, look at this electric skateboard. Yeah, just go to your right, mate, and jump in the lake. He's gone.
Okay.
That's cool.
It's a cool skateboard, though.
And he thinks he's going to get me on it?
Well,
it's another visitor. Look.
When Mars comes back, tell him that love my drones says good day.
Oh, he's way up. I don't know if you can see him. He's way up.
Well,
he's come back.
Where's the exercise in an electric skateboard? Where's the exercise in that?
There's none. There's none. You just stand on it.
Your
You
finger.
Someone's hi.
Hi.
Who whizzed past? Anyway, I just thought I'd show the guys, you know.
Hey, we actually have a full house. We have 10 people in here. No more people can come in. It's the first time in a long time.
Well, I'm going to get off. If someone wants to come in, I'm going to get off in a minute anyway.
Jack, I want to see you ride the skateboard.
Yeah. You jump on the skateboard, Jack.
Mate, I can't even walk. You want me to jump on a skateboard? Hey, Troy, how you going?
Not bad, man. How you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Who else we got in here? I can't really see on this phone. Ethan Bowen. Haven't seen him for a long time. How are you, Ethan?
Doing pretty good.
There you go, Wayne.
Lately.
Keegan, Ethan, Axiomatics is in here.
Keegan in here?
Hey, Keegan's in here, yeah.
Keegan?
Yep, I'm here. Good day.
Whose action figures are they?
Those are mine.
Yeah,
I should animate them for you.
Right? I got a whole bunch. I've been.
He's got a cameraman. He's doing something.
Been out in there, mate.
Where the heck did you get the camera person?
It's a wrestler that came with a camera.
Yeah, look for that one.
Looks like he's doing it on the underside of the TF2.
I have an extra one if you need it.
Oh, I haven't got much battery left. I'm going to take off, guys. I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Jack.
and don't forget
So, Mars.
Mars that love my drone. Hi.
What's his name?
Ed.
Love my drones. Ed.
Yeah, I got you on camera. Wave to him or something.
Hey, what's going on, Ed? Frank. Steve O, if you're there.
Steve O.
We'll be on Drunken tonight or tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah,
all right, see you later.
Something tonight, yeah.
So they're going to stream tonight, so if anyone wants to jump in, streaming tonight.
I'm going to be asleep, though, if it's tonight for him. Because right now you're lunchtime.
Yeah, I'll be probably heading off to work or asleep myself.
Has John showed any of you guys the aftermath from last night's race?
No, John, why don't you tell us about the aftermath of
the muddy night?
Well, I saw your truck a couple seconds ago. It seemed to be very muddy.
Yeah, take a look at that.
Yeah, the clay over there is just terrible, eh? It just sticks if you don't clean it.
It was super wet last night. Yeah, the tires, they look like slicks right now. They got so much mud on them.
They look like they have no tread.
Yeah, no, they got plenty of tread.
John's gone somewhere. His motor's going there. It's just
yeah, he's muted right now.
Yeah. Looks like he's boiling water, but he's not.
Those lights that you have on those look really good. They pretty bright. Are that on 2S or?
Which lights?
On Axiomatics rig.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
That's the Traxxas, the 4 LEDs. But
those are straight from Traxxas?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're actually really decent lights. They hold up well.
They look nice.
I didn't really show up. I just got the orange lights into the Honey Lulu body.
Shut off your lights, your big lights, your overhead lights. In your room. Yeah, now it looks better now. Oh yeah.
That looks really good.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's nice and scale.
That's really cool. I'm happy with that.
That looks good. And especially with the orange on the body, it's going to look good.
Yeah.
No, that looks really sharp.
Might have to tint out the front lights though.
Oh, you can always unplug them for Halloween.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Even when they're on, it still looks good.
If I had it hooked up right now, I'd show you guys the disco lights I got set up for my Devatera. Got like multicolored lights that all flash at different times, all different colors. First time I brought it to a track, they told me to turn it off because it was too bright.
What are you working on, Steve-O?
Creighton. Doing the the diffs and a little bit of maintenance while I got it apart.
Oh, if it's okay with everyone here, once I get my stickers, I'm gonna ask Tank for your addresses, and I'll send them out to you.
I don't think I have everybody's address.
I thought you had
I
everybody.
have some people's email, but I'm sure that we can find a way to.
I thought you were the group secretary.
Yeah.
I'll shoot an email out.
Well, Tank lives close enough to me; he can deliver them in person.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
True. There's 3 people here that lives close to me. So somebody's asking if it's a LiPo or a NiCad in your truck with the Halloween body.
That's a Traxxas cell 2200. Okay, little lipo.
That's what's powering your lights?
Nah, just powering the whole rig for right now, just for the test.
Yeah, it's just US.
I just need something to get the lights to turn on.
What are those lights rated for? Because I like the way those lights move.
They're actually axial lights. They're on a simple controller. I'm not sure what they're exactly rated for, but I've run them with 2 and 3S, no problem.
Okay, so the orange lights are an axial light?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
They're actually axial turn signals.
Okay. And his white light are actually Traxxas light, and they're actually connected to the receiver.
Yeah, I got a whole bird's nest going on in here, so.
Yeah, I saw that. It's funny, your videos that I've been watching lately don't show a lot of those bird nests.
Well, I try to act like I'm a professional, but
Oh, okay.
I'm a mess.
Isn't that what we all try to do when you turn the camera on?
Yeah, I edit heavily.
And oh, look, this is my Marlin, and I've changed the, I put my ESC in the back. And other than my battery going like that, that's still just the whole wiring job right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
I have to change some of my zip ties because I got white ones there instead of black ones because I ran out of black ones.
Night Train in the chat is saying that he's seen somewhere in the rules that when you run LEDs in your car, there's a minimum of LEDs that you can actually put in your car so you don't bother people.
Well, generally at the tracks I race at, we do 0 LEDs like the on-road, unless it's Formula 1. All they're allowed is the flashing red LED on the back for a scale look.
Okay.
But yeah, like at off-road, we allow like lights on the inside of the body for nighttime, so you can see it easier because we race at night. But generally, the tracks around here don't like LEDs in general.
Completely different story for trail trucks and scale running.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got tons of lights on. Every rig has lights for the most part.
Yeah, Draco Legolos is also. Draco is talking about the Hercules semi-truck. He's saying that they're a fun build. I have one at the back, which I have to start building, but it's probably going to be until this winter. I'm probably going to build it. So that was a Christmas gift for me last year, and I still didn't build it. So, but I probably will build it this year. I have too many projects on the go.
Is that the one with the plow?
No.
No.
My SCX10 had the plow. I still have the plow here.
Oh, okay.
I might give that away on a giveaway or something.
Tank, after you showed that video with that semi-truck,
yeah,
that I'm doing a project for now, Draco, he was on your chat.
Okay.
That day I was here. He bought everything that you have for that truck, and he got it within days.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so
he was showing me that, and it was like, oh man, that's nice.
That's true. Yes, I did see that he placed an order with the link I gave him.
Yeah, he bought it all, and he was ripping into it, and he's like, man, this thing looks great.
Yeah, cool. Which trailer did he get? Do you know? Did he get the one, the same one as I did?
The exact same one that you did, the flatbed with the
oh yeah,
bars and
with the wood. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully, you can post some pictures up either on my personal Facebook or the Tank RC Facebook page.
I'll tell him to.
Yeah.
But, I'll just do a little sneak peek of the build I'm doing for him right now.
You're doing that for who?
Go ahead.
You're building that for who?
I'm building this for Draco. This is for his
Oh,
S16.
that's Draco's truck?
Yep.
Ah, cool.
And, that's where it's at right now. But
cool, sweet.
this is going to be the front, and the rest of it's going to be all tow truck. And this is going to be wrapped.
And you're going to have toolbox and a bunch of stuff.
Twin boom tow truck. So that's going to be fun to make. This is the piece that's going to wrap around the whole thing. It's quite big. So I cut it down.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta study a little bit more, and then
You do that as soon as you got home from school.
yeah, I've been working on it. I knew I had to get in here tonight, though. Have to try again another time too.
That's a good idea about that battery.
What about the battery?
That's a good idea about swinging your truck up like that, like kind of like the honcho style that what's his name? Harley did.
Yeah, that was all Troy's idea. So I mean, as long as this all works out, Troy should have a pretty sweet tilt bed trail finder going on.
And anybody else who wants one from you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you
Once
gonna
we
make
get all the kinks figured out?
Can you make the hinge also a back bumper? That would be handy.
The hinge is not the back bumper, but the hinge is going to be associated with it because the back bumper is going to be mounted to the bumper mount, which is the part that's going to be the swivel, I guess you could say.
Okay.
So,
But
Keegan,
the only issue that I've found so far that I'd have with it is I have one of the dinky RC trailer hitches for it, and I don't believe it's going to work for that trailer hitch.
Okay.
But other than that, everything should work out just the same for factory.
Okay. Keegan?
Yep, I'm watching.
You see how right now if we had the swivel just here at the back of the bed,
right?
And the bed, it would hit the bumper for those of us that want to use that metal bumper that you got, right? So,
yeah.
So it won't. So what we're doing is the hinge that's the mount itself, where it accepts the actual bumper. That whole part is going to spin, so you can put any stock bumper or any bumper you want that's made for the TF2, and it'll just stay flush with the body, so it'll look like the body's still on it.
I gotcha.
So the bumper will move with the bed, so you could even use it on your TF2.
Yep. Nice. I got the metal rock sliders too, Troy.
What about the rock sliders?
Oh, I picked up the metal Marlin Crawler rock sliders.
Of course you did. The other day I had money to buy, and then I looked online, and they didn't have the bumper, but they had the rock sliders. And I said, no, I want to get the rear bumper first.
Right.
And, well, then it was offline again when I had money, and I looked at it again today, and, well, they're back in stock.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you another time, but good to see you all again. I know it's been a while since we caught up, but...
Happy you came out, Ethan.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Keep up the good work, man. Later.
Thanks.
Later.
See ya.
Draco, if you have Facebook, look for my Facebook page and the Tank RC Facebook page, and you can private me a message and just send me a picture of your build. I'm interested to see what color you chose to put it on there. So it'd be cool to see.
Draco's here, is he?
Oh, Draco's in the chat.
Oh, right on. Hi, Draco. He hasn't even seen this yet.
You did show it to him. He was looking at it.
I didn't know he was here, but And I'll grab my SCX tent and just show them with that. So
There, Draco, you're gonna have a preview of what's going on with your truck.
there you go, buddy. And that's all you get to see so far. Right now, I've just been sanding on the thing.
Yeah, because Draco commented earlier when you were showing the pink truck, the cab, he goes, "My pink beauty." Like, are you gonna leave that truck pink, or are you gonna weather it to look old, or is it gonna stay pink?
I think you should weather it.
That was my question to Troy a while back, but he didn't know what you were gonna do.
I said I couldn't do it. It was his body.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to know what Draco was gonna do with it.
So on that red pickup truck you're doing for your son, are you going to weather that or anything?
No, he actually wants it to look new. He doesn't want it to look old. Nice. And I basically asked him, I showed him some pictures of the cab. And to me, it would look nice if the roof would be white, because everybody that has these, they put like the red on the bottom, but the roof, no matter what, it's always white. So, but he wants it all red. So I said, okay, you want it all red, so I'm going to do all red. So
it would be really nice, that roof, if you painted it white.
It'd be nice if what?
It'd be nice if you did the roof white, like painted it on the outside, not on the underside, but did an exterior paint on it. And then you did the roof white, but before you did that, you put like a rust color and then washed it off of the roof, and then covered it in salt, and then your white paint, and then fleck it off. That would look really good.
Cool. Yeah, Draco says that he's going to be weathering it, so he will paint the shell on the outside and weather it, make it look old.
Cool. His wife is the one that designed my logo.
Okay. Cool.
She did a wicked job. Somebody's still running.
I hear something running.
Yeah, there's something running.
Yeah, that was me. Fresh motors installed, done.
How's it sound?
It sounds tight, but the mesh is like a set it and manually. So I don't know. It's all right. I think I got a lot of water in my tires. That might not make it. But anyway, this is how much crap came into the motor, and I just gave it some oil and threw it in.
Did you?
I don't know. I guess I could have ran it under water first, but I didn't.
Normally, you change the water once you're running it, right? Change the water to clean water again, and then rinse it. Run it a little bit.
Yeah, I should have given it a better rinse, but I wasn't thinking.
Well, looks like Carl at Fraggle Rocks wants to do a crawling event this month with a barbecue, maybe. So,
And you guys want to lend me a crawler and I'll go out to it?
I'll lend you one.
yeah, just go to Nova Scotia, pick it up.
Yep.
Well, if you come to my house, because I will be having a near the end of the month, probably the last weekend of the month, I got to look at the calendar and look at stuff with my son in hockey and time, because the calendar just came out today for hockey. So I will host an event here, and I'll have prizes for crawlers. I got some Boom Racing tires. I got a whole bunch of different stuff from Boom Racing to give out as door prizes. So, and that's going to be a fall event just to close off the year. And I'm thinking of doing also another urban crawl, because before it gets too cold.
Mm-hmm.
And salt hits the sidewalks.
Yeah. Well, we did one in the winter once. It's fun in the winter. Like, you take the crawler and you go in the winter, and we take pretty much the same path we did last time. But in the winter, it's also fun.
And I'm thinking about getting drift car now after seeing Axiomatics car doing spins and donuts underneath his real car. That thing looked pretty sick.
Frank, your buddy's RC park that's called Fraddle Rock.
Yeah.
Ask him if he's seen these pops out yet. They're for Fraddles.
I don't think he did see that. No.
Oh my God.
There's 5 of them out. They have little dozers in there, or doozers, or whatever they're called. They'd be perfect for him to stick around there.
I think we should get together and get him the whole set so he can actually put it on the rock.
Yep, exactly.
When you're having events.
Be 5 and 5. It'd be perfect.
Start 3D printing with the clear PLA. The built-in stick, right? You made everything.
Is the doozer riding on a vehicle, or is it just?
No, it's just standing in there with a little hard hat on. See if I can get a light on it for you.
Yeah, those guys are always around in like forklifts and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Here's the MO5. I'm sorry, this is the TT02. This is all-wheel drive. That's what I was drifting with. I had Traxxas drift tires on there.
Those are the ones that went into the car?
No, I got these actually. I had a Fortec at one point. So I got these with the Fortec, but I sold the Fortec, and I put these on here. And I was doing donuts in the driveway with it.
Yeah, that looked really cool. And that's 4-wheel drive, is it?
It was 4-wheel drive, and I had the same tires. I had these actually on the MO5, the Tamiya Jägermeister, and I was doing front-wheel drive donuts.
No, that body looks really good.
Cool. I got to paint up. There's probably a million stickers that have to go on it, but probably get it painted up soon. It's Columbus Day here, so get an extra day off this weekend. Hopefully, you can paint it up. Put all the stickers on it. This one will be done.
Which body is that?
This is the Subaru.
Okay, the Subaru. Okay.
Yeah, Subaru Nuremberger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nuremberg.
Nuremberg. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
The track.
Okay.
I'm hungry, so I'm saying Nuremberger.
Yeah. Cool.
You guys want to see kind of a cool body I just finished painting up?
Always.
For my touring cars.
Oh man, that is nice.
That looks good. That's really good.
What kind of car is that supposed to be?
3 different colors.
It's not a real car. It's just meant a protoform body, meant for touring cars. So it's not based off any real car.
Yeah, a lot of the race spec bodies are not licensed. There's a few that are, but most of them aren't.
Yeah, mostly it's all the USGT class has all the real cars.
Yeah.
Like I've got a Viper body there. It's not actually mine. I got to give it back to Brian, but.
Axial, how much was that kit for that car you're working on now?
This is cheap. 140 I picked it up for.
130 at Tower Hobby. I wrote it down last night.
Hey, John and Miles, I have a question for you guys.
Yep.
I want to do an event in Rockland, and it's an RC event. It's probably what I want to do is I want to rent the arena in Rockland because Jean-Marc Lalonde is, there's no ice. There's never any ice there. So they rent the ice for any occasion. So I want to rent the ice, but then I want to invite a whole bunch of people to do short course truck driving on pavement.
We just were having a discussion about doing an event like that like a week ago.
But I'm and there's a guy in Ottawa that I might get the timing tree from. So there's a bunch of things I got on the go. But the problem is I can't do that by myself. I'm going to need volunteers to do some work. And I want you guys to pique the curiosity if people would come to an event like that. Right now I'm thinking of doing one. But if people wanted to do it more often, then we probably could get it. The problem is the cost for the arena. I can rent it for the whole day to do a special event like a bash or whatever for the whole day. I can do that, and it's $500 for the day, which is not bad.
Yeah, you're not going to make that money back.
Yeah, I know. But if
set up a crawl and a bash,
get sponsors,
be good.
like I'm sure some companies here in Rockland would sponsor an event. It's going to bring business in. It's going to bring a lot of people in and things like that. So that's why if we get in the city and we get a special price, but I know that you can also rent it per hour. So I got to look at the price per hour, what it is, but the ice surface there would be perfect to do exactly that because it's nice and soft. We built some little ramps for once in a while you can jump and then just have fun on that. And we could also either do drifting also that day. There's a bunch of different things we can do, and just having just one event, and if people like it, then we can have it a monthly event if ever it
So
turns
it's on ice or it's on asphalt?
Asphalt, not asphalt, concrete.
It's it's like a really smooth concrete.
Yeah, the concrete that the ice goes
But,
on because there's no more ice there.
Yeah, like I imagine we could get a few people to come out. I know there's a lot of guys around that are bashers and like aren't into racing, and I could probably get in contact with them and get them out. From our track, we could probably get like 4 or 5 guys to come out. I know a lot of guys that are like strictly into racing. They don't like going into bashing.
Yeah. And one thing I want to do also is the same thing we did at High Voltage is I'd like to do for that day a special event, which is going to be a trailer race. So make your own trailer, put it behind a 4x4 slash and or short course truck and have fun with it.
I know just a guy that would be down for that.
So just like on my video I have on my YouTube, like it's fun. It's completely out there. So
I mean, yeah, we can see if we can get something going. I'd say like maybe midwinter would be the best because people want to drive their trucks and it's hard to do it in the snow.
Yeah.
So I think winter would be a good time to do that if you're going to.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure if the arena is not being booked or I'm nice to them, I know a couple people in the city, so I'm gonna really try to get it for free. But we'll see what's gonna happen. I just got to start talking to some people.
Well, we'll start up like a group chat on Messenger of some people I know would be interested and see what we can get going.
Mm-hmm.
What's the timing system you're getting? Is it the transponder based or the?
No, it's going to be the 3-lap.
3-lap.
The same one you're using for your trucks.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's the red one.
Okay, so the AMB system, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So what would you just have like a bunch of transponders on hand and then people can just swap them when they go to run?
Well, that is basically a problem. Is I don't know if well, it's the on-road guy. I can't remember his name in Ottawa. He told me that if it doesn't correspond with his time, he can lend it to me. But the other guy at the hobby store told me there's another guy in Ottawa that he thinks that has one that he's not.
Yeah, there's Works and GFX, the tracks we race at, shares the system with the on-road.
Yeah.
We got a guy, Noah, who races at both, and he just brings the system down for them. But yeah, Works, if you talk to them, I don't know, they do a lot of short course oriented stuff because they're the oval racing.
Yep.
You might be able to get something going with them, I don't know. But they have their own timing system, I know that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've heard, but Works is also working with Guy from On Road, and they want to set up something where the Saturday before the Sunday on road race, they want to do an oval in the school. So at the same location, there'll be an oval race on the Saturday, and then the Sunday it's the on road race.
They're only going to be doing that once a month, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they've already got that set, like a date set for it, and they're going to try it out. But it's just going to be once a month for now.
Cool.
But I know there was some worries about that because the Mud Boss class that they're going to be running is like a slash, a dirt modified body on it. And Guy was worried that with the body might tear up the carpet if they flip.
Yeah.
So he was saying...
Are those bodies aluminum or are they just like sharp flexing?
They're like a fiberglass, I think.
Okay.
But I know they they're not like smoothened out like an on-road body. They got sharp edges on them and wings and everything. So if they flip, it might start causing damage. And Guy said if it starts causing damage, he'll have to discontinue it.
Okay. Draco says, tell Troy to get that body done so I can. That's the sentence stops there. So contact with Draco. I think he wants to talk to you about the body or something.
Yes, I will be working on it all weekend and all day tomorrow.
Okay.
I had 2 projects I had to do first before his because they were in before his. So, and then I blew up my disc and I wasn't moving too fast doing anything. But for now, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I've been sitting too long.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining in, and start working on that body tonight there. Get that body done for Draco.
You have to stand up. It's okay.
Hey, good talking to you. Take care.
See you, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Have a good night.
Okay, Draco, he's gone, so you can start typing and saying bad things now if you want. I'm just kidding. So, Wayne, you're being quiet. How's that truck going?
Going good.
What part are you on right now?
Trying to get the electronics in.
Oh, almost ready.
Almost ready.
So on Sunday, I was actually down in Kingston at a big race down there, the Kingston Grand Prix. And I got a bunch of footage of it. I'm in the process of editing it right now. I'll probably have a video up on my channel probably like tomorrow or sometime on the weekend.
Cool. Do you have any on-road cars?
Yeah, I got 2 on-road cars. I got a Schumacher MI5 and a TC 6.2.
Okay. Those are carpet racers, right?
Yep.
Okay. But you
TC 6. The TC 6.2, some people race it on asphalt too.
Okay.
But generally they're made for carpet.
Cool. I want to get together with John and do some on-road racing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've been talking about that for a long time.
Yeah.
And never did.
You were supposed to come out to GFX to pick up a receiver from me too.
Yeah, I know. But my son's hockey has been like the priority, and he's he was doing tryouts and to find out if he's going to be an A team, B team, or C team. So A's the better. So and he's goaltender. So he did end up being in the A team. So
nice.
Thanks.
I
own that. I bought it.
What do you got? You haven't started painting that yet?
No. I've been procrastinating on it. I'm going to start trimming it now.
Was that the man truck body?
Yeah.
Bro, you got to get that ready and get out to on-road ASAP.
Yeah, well.
Raj can't race without you.
I know, but I'm not going this weekend anyway because it's Thanksgiving weekend. And
yeah.
Yes,
if it's raining, I'll be able to make it out. But if not, my parents are planning a family trip out to like Granby Zoo or something. So yeah, I won't be able to make it.
I'll show you guys two of my on-roads. Yeah, for carpet racer, I have a TAO2 from Tamiya.
Oh, that's old. That's real old.
It runs very good though.
Yeah.
The one I got is carbon fiber, so it's up here, and it's got a vintage body right now on it.
With the Trans Am.
Camaro.
Oh yeah, you got a VTA body on it.
Yeah. I don't have the VTA tires. My brother kept the VTA tires, but this one had carbon fiber. When I got it, it had barely any scratch on it, but I just take it on away. So,
Oh yeah, I never take anything carbon fiber on road.
so scratched it up a little bit, but it's
Carpet only. Guess I can grab my cars here if I can reach them.
My stupid car that I have, I call it stupid because the guy at the hobby store had that for sale, and when I saw it, I go, I gotta have that. Just the electronic was worth the price of the car.
Which one's that?
So he gave me two different bodies for it. So I modified this one to make it fit better because it wasn't sitting right. But this is we call that again Alfa Romeo.
And what chassis is it?
Aha, just a TT.
Another
Best right now because I was racing with it, but this thing is has a 7.5 brushless motor in there.
That's quite illegal out on road.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's very, very fast, but it's fun. I got to re-glue the tires on it. It actually blew the glue off of it, and I put bearings all around it. So because of the speed, but the transmission, the gear, everything takes it. It's not that bad. But 7.5 brushless on the TT, and I saw that, and I got it. I got this for $125, I think, and it to me it was the price of just the electronics. So
yeah.
Well, if you had brought that down to Kingston last weekend, they were running a mod touring car there. You could have ran it in that.
Oh yeah.
Here's one of my cars here.
Yeah,
the Associated TC6.
Let me.
It's all carbon fiber and aluminum. I got this one set up for USGT right now.
Now USGTA, what is that for people that don't know?
So it's the specs of it. You run a 21.5 brushless motor. It's got a spec USGT tire. It's just like a treaded tire, but only one company makes it, and you have to run that certain one. And it runs a GT style body, so like any race car that's got like a body kit and that kind of thing on it, it's meant for like GT style racing.
Cool.
That's the
There
US.
was John. Yeah, there's John's got the USGT tires.
Up there we go. Now, where do you get those tires? At a local hobby store, or you got to order them online?
Usually a local hobby shop. If there's a track around, they'll supply it. It's Gravity RC makes it.
Gravity RC.
And then this is my other car. I got set up for stock sedan. Schumacher MI5. Basically everything on this car is carbon fiber. There's barely any aluminum parts or anything on it. It's all carbon fiber.
Yeah. Carbon fiber A-arms.
Yeah. I haven't had one break on me yet, but I've had the hubs break a few times.
Where is my other one? Oh, here's my other one. Now this one is my drifter. This one is a Sakura. I can't remember the model number of the Sakura, but somebody told me, man, this thing's heavy. It's got weights in the front, weights in the back. It's a 4x4 drifter. I want to get a two-wheel drive rear-wheel drive drifter with a module because people say it's just fun. So,
does that have a one-way in the front, or is it a two-way?
Just a minute. Body off. So when I turned it forward, the other one turns back. So the rear is locked.
Yeah. But if you turn the rear, do the front turn also?
Yes, if I turn the rear, the front turns.
Okay, so you got a two-way in it.
And if I turn the front, the rear turns.
Yeah, so it's a standard drivetrain setup. A lot of new drift cars have a one-way in the front, so when you give it gas, only the rear wheels get power. But then when you hit the brakes, it's four-wheel brakes.
Oh, really? That's cool. So this one, I put my own little motor in there, which was a 3,500 kV.
Oh, that's a lot.
So that's the only thing I had kicking around. So and I'm running.
I mean, what I'm talking about, I stuffed a 4,300 in my short course.
Oh yeah. So it lifts. It's got enough speed that. But I haven't tried it on carpet yet. I got this off a guy here in Ottawa last year, and I put the electronics and I played a little bit on at work with it, but I haven't gone to any tracks. I want to go to Gatineau. They have a track there. So.
There's a guy here in Ottawa, the Drift Cave.
Drift Cave. I thought that was in Gatineau.
I thought it's somewhere around here.
Yeah, I've never been. I think it is on the coast though.
Yeah, he works in Orleans, but the Drift Cave is in Gatineau.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of the track. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he invited me over there last weekend, but I couldn't go because the schedule of my son with hockey wasn't out. But now that the schedule is out, I'll be able to plan some stuff. I'm sorry, guys, on the chat. I haven't been following a lot of stuff. I know you guys are off on a separate discussion there.
So, John, have you decided what you're going to paint that man truck up to be?
For color-wise, it's probably going to be mostly white.
Your standard white?
Yeah, I'm going to be sticking with my white, red, and black theme. Most likely.
My circuit board theme was too hard to paint, so I just switched to my like almost spiderweb design.
Yeah.
Circuit board looks cool if you get someone else to paint it, but if you don't got the money for that, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
The green's higher visible too, which is good.
Well, my semi-truck, it's a hard body, and I'm debating on getting somebody else to paint it, or I'm going to paint it. I'm not sure yet. I'd like to get it painted a very nice color, but I'm...
He's got an airbrush.
Yes, sir.
Steve O'D lives too far from me.
Yeah, where do you work?
Yeah.
Quiet?
Just doing some maintenance on the Creighton when I got it apart for the disc.
Okay.
Got the front, a rear done, and now I just got to tackle the center.
So is this your second time digging into it? Did you not like it and want to pick it up some more?
No, I just been lazy. Been taking too much time doing other things.
Oh, I thought you said you put 50 in the center and then you wanted to go to 100 or something.
No. I put 50 in the front and then I put 10 in the back, and now the center I'm going to do 100.
Okay. 100 in the center, right?
What's that?
You're doing 100 in the center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how hard is it to get at this center diff? I've never worked on this one yet.
You gotta take it the screw from the bottom. So it certainly is a two-hand job because you gotta flip it over and then take the screws out, and then everything's gonna try and fall out of it. So, I don't know. Taking it out is easier than putting it back in.
Right.
Bill Biden says he's got an 11-turn motor and a 6-cell battery in his car, and it was clocked at 51 miles an hour on the main street. Some people do drag races here.
You know, it's the one thing Ottawa's missing is RC drag racing.
Well,
we got off-road, on-road, drifting, oval.
Yeah, I started a group on Facebook and I asked a bunch of people if they wanted to start it, and there are a couple guys that got a car, but we could never meet up. I do have a rail car here. Like,
as far as I know, there is a group of people that goes and meets up at the stadium and uses the stadium lot for speed runs and like drag and stuff, but it's informal, and I don't know when they do it.
the stadium run? What stadium?
The Canadian Tire Center.
Oh yeah.
But I forget where I even saw it. That was a year or two ago that I saw that, and I don't even remember where it was.
I'm pretty sure that was Travis hooked up a group.
Oh yeah, Travis. Oh, this thing is long.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Hey, stream appropriate.
That's an RC Sparks joke. Let's see.
Yeah, the hardest part about drag racing is you need somewhere a long parking lot, and you need it to be a no rocks, and you need to be level, so not too many bumps. So.
Yeah.
I like that I'm seeing my last two builders working on their things. Waiting on you two.
Yeah, you might be waiting for quite a while.
Just slap some paint on it.
No, I just want to still some fun, but I'm not going to be around to do it this weekend.
Have you got your 07 built yet, John?
No, I haven't even cracked the seal on it. It's up here.
Oh.
Still sealed. New and
How do you
packaged.
expect to get on-road racing if you won't build your cars?
Well, I'll be racing in 20. Don't you worry. I don't know. I figured by like end of November, early December, I should be ready.
I'm already racing, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He's smart. He's trying to finish one build before starting another build.
Or is he just focusing on off-road to get that win in short
Exactly.
course?
Exactly, yeah.
He wants to be in first place. You're
I
in
think
first place right now?
I think he's got it. He's like 5 points up. I don't think I can come back.
Yeah, I think the way the math works out, I think I shouldn't say that because something could happen.
Well, I mean, the race last weekend is going to be one of my dropouts because I broke one of the races, so I lost a lot of points. So who knows? Might bring it back up.
Even if something happened and I didn't make it to the 8th round, I think the way the drops will go, I think I've got it. But I don't know. I'm still going to go and try and see what happens.
I'll just drive Mustafa's truck and we'll be good.
Yeah, man.
I'll just make sure I put my transponder in.
Yeah, exactly. Don't give him your points.
Steve, this is what you're talking about here, right? The Subaru Impreza Monte Carlo TT02?
Yeah, you know, I almost actually bought the one that you have, and I didn't even realize it until you just were showing it that was the one I was looking at, and then I swapped it at the last minute.
1999, right?
I found it what's on eBay, a place called Mark Twain Hobbies. They had it for instead of $135, they had it for $126, and then eBay gave me a $5 off coupon, so I got it for like $121.
Okay, cool. No, I'll get this ordered up so I can get in build 5.
Yeah, I didn't. Now, when you showed me the one that you got now, I didn't know if you're going to still want to do it because you just built one. But if you still want to build that one, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll build it.
All right, cool.
Later, Draco. Draco's going to go build his semi-truck again. He's building it.
Don't forget your the fast eddy bearings on that is TFE 411.
You know it by heart.
Oh, I got it written down right here because I was writing down all the choices I was shopping for last night.
Hey, Barhart Basher is online in the chat room.
Hey, Barhart Basher.
All right, boys. Well, it's starting to get kind of late. I wouldn't mind getting some more editing done on my video before I head to bed.
Sounds good. Thanks for jumping in.
All right, so I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bill Biden says, Steve, what's that on top of your truck?
This so spoiler.
Yeah, with the camera, it was hard to see, but now that you've turned it, yeah, it's the spoiler.
Yeah. So Keegan, you know how? Remember I told you showed me you emailed me those pictures of the doodles. Yep. Remember I told you back in the day I used to draw up some stuff.
Right.
And I found one from 2013. Check it out. It's something similar.
Oh yeah, dude. That's awesome.
I was like, it looks just like what you were doing.
All right. Just
So,
shadow outline.
Yeah, Keegan drew me up a logo like he did for Frank.
Okay,
and,
cool.
Yeah, he's got a couple sweet ones.
Cool. And Keegan, you're working on your Revo?
Yep, putting the wheel bar on it.
Oh, putting the wheelie bar. Okay.
Yeah.
You have that's a different wheelie bar. From who?
Hot Racing.
Cool.
Tires are kind of strange. Before I put it back together, I'll show you. It's got like an aluminum hub with I don't know if maybe I can put a bearing inside. This is all solid rubber.
Wow.
So I just greased up the internal shaft a little bit. And it's a little bit better, but they don't spin so well without a bearing.
I didn't know Hot Racing made wheelie bars.
Yeah, Tower Hobbies, I think, is where I got it.
Honey Lulu says she wants to see the logo, Steve Woody.
Oh, Keegan,
yeah,
drew them.
I can show you here. That was the first page. I don't know if you can see them very well.
Cool. It's got the building in the background. That's good.
And that was another idea.
Cool.
And I was just messing around. Oh, that one.
I like the first one.
All right. And I got messing with those ones tonight a little bit.
Keegan's the new logo maker around here.
Yeah. So when are you going to do a green frog one?
I just got I might copy that emoji. And I can.
the frog emoji.
Yep. And I can use it for free.
That's awesome.
Seawall says he likes the red.
Oh, Buck's in the chat.
Yeah, he just started chat. Well, he's been there for a bit. I didn't know.
Nice. Must be at work.
Oh, Bucks Seawall's asking if he can send a body to get hydro dip to Honey Lulu. She's going to be busy.
Yes, she is. Where is this?
Miles says he's going to listen to the stream. He's still listening, but he's going to edit, but listen to the stream at the same time. Dr. Stevewell says, where are you at, Steve O.D.?
Where am I at? I'm at the house in the garage. Maybe he means where am I at on getting the Creighton done. I'm just on the center diff, and that's it. Is that I sold him the stock tires from the Creighton because they're brand new anyways to put on his Nero. He's got one of those Neros with the diff brain.
Yeah.
So finally we'll be able to get to run the Creighton and the Nero together. Make a cool video or something.
There's one of those sitting at my hobby shop.
Yeah, you know, one of my buddies sent me a picture last night. He's like, look what I got in. It was a brand new Arma Big Rock with the diff brain. He said he got it with 2 lipos, brand new in the box, instructions, all that good jazz for $350. I forget where he said he got it from.
Yeah, this one's new in the box. My hobby shop for $500. I'm tempted.
Hey, John and Miles, where do you guys work? Especially you, John. Do you work in Ottawa?
I work wherever there's a good internet connection. I typically work out of my house.
Oh, really? Okay. If ever you're in the Ottawa area during lunchtime, or let me know in advance so I can bring a truck. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to the motocross track or the bike track behind at Gloucester High School. There, they got a bike track.
Yeah.
The BMX, and do some jumps. That would be fun going there to do some bashing and jumping.
Absolutely.
Just got to coordinate it.
I know. I feel like I haven't been out bashing in months because I haven't been. I've just been focused on racing pretty much.
Yeah.
How you liking the new GoPro?
Liking it quite a lot, actually. It does have a couple of downsides to it, but I've already posted quite a few videos this week using it, and I'm quite happy with the quality. I still want to do it in low light because I think that whole hyper smooth thing doesn't work once it loses light. Because I used it at the track last night and I reviewed the footage when I got home, and it's kind of shaky and blurry and weird. Like the electronic stabilization that it's trying to do doesn't know how to do it if there's not enough light in the scene. But it's still by far the best GoPro yet. And when there is nice, good light, it certainly is very, very similar to a gimbal. And I have a video that's going to go live tomorrow of me driving in the car and comparing the new GoPro 7 against my old Sony Action Cam, because the Sony has optical stabilization and the GoPro is all digital. And I put them side by side and compared them, and it's quite shocking what the results are.
Oh, really? Are you sure you did have the optical stabilization on?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I picked one up, the 7, but I was sick all week, so it's pretty much sat around.
So far, the biggest cons I have for it is it chews through battery like crazy, which makes sense because it's doing so much. And then just when you start to do the hyper smooth thing, it doesn't really work very well.
What's runtime on it? Record time so far?
So far, I'm getting less than a half an hour
Less
when it's recording.
On the battery, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching all your videos that you post because I'm trying to learn about it. I want to use it, but
yeah,
this weekend I'll get out this weekend.
Because yeah, I had it fully charged to 100% yesterday. I used it in the car for maybe 15 minutes, and then I used it at the track for like 20 minutes, and it was completely dead at the end of the evening. Like it wouldn't even turn on. So it chews through batteries fast. We're gonna have to get some GoPro battery.
This one here, this is the Session. I'm wondering if the Session battery is the same as the 7 battery. Because if so, I could probably run 2 batteries.
I don't think it is.
The Session is the Cube one, but whatever that one is, it definitely is the same battery.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same battery.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. Yeah, they're 1,200 milliamp hours, but Anyway, the GoPro 7 it's doing so much processing. Probably if I turn the stability off, it would get like hours worth of recording, but I haven't tried that yet either.
Are the spare how many milliamps are these?
1200. 1200 and something.
Oh.
Steve O.B., you got yourself a 7 also, or?
No, I got the Hero 5 Black, but I got a spare battery.
Okay.
I was just seeing if the spare battery was any different in milliamps than the stock.
Yeah, the 7 kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion. Like, I wasn't expecting it. And then it was like, boom, we're coming out with it. And then next week it was here.
Yeah, there was a couple videos saying, is there going to be a GoPro 7? And then next thing you know, that was out on the market.
Oh, I got a chat here. Francisco. Well, nice try. It's Francois. It's almost the same, but that's, I think Francisco is Italian. Yes, I was recently in Nova Scotia. He's asking if I was there. It's a stone's throw away from Bar Harbor. True. Is that where you're at, actually? In Nova Scotia? Something else.
Bar Harbor Basher you're talking to, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Bar Harbor, which is in Maine.
Okay. So Wayne, is it ready?
Everything's good. Electronics are in. Steering's good. Got power.
Nice.
Woo. Looking good.
Nothing set on fire, nothing smoking.
Yeah. No smoke, no fire. We're good.
And you got the trigger and all the wheels rolled?
Yep. That's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, check it out. I gotta clean up the wires yet. Make it look pretty. Check that out. Looking good.
Salon.
I gotta figure out the four-wheel steering yet, but I gotta read the manual from the radio.
You put 2 servos there for 4
Yeah, I got 2 servos.
Cool.
Yeah, I got 2 servos.
I think Frank's got the same remote, I believe, for his.
It's the older
I gotta
one.
figure out how to work the four-wheel steering. I've got the front steering, got throttle. I gotta figure out how to get the rear steering to work.
Yeah, by default it should be on, but it's hitting one button. You got to hit the one button to actually change mode.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which button is associated with it.
Yeah. I'll have to read it. Read the book. Just excited. Going, baby. Woo.
Looks really good, man. Came out great.
Miles says, I'll lend him a crawler and he'll lend me a short course truck so I can whoop John. I think John's got more experience than me on the track. I do have a 2-drive short course track and an SC10, and I've used that in a race before at high voltage.
You have a /4, right?
Hey?
You have a /4x4, don't you?
Yes, and I do have my /4x4.
John has a hard time with those last lap corners. You might be able to get him.
Yeah. Well, we just had a fairly, I don't know, I wouldn't say heated, but it's a lively discussion tonight because I posted that video and I was like, really, guys, should I start using reverse too? Because if you watch closely, when I tagged that tire, the guy who ran into me behind me got stuck on me, and then instead of waiting for the marshal, he reversed out and got to go ahead of me. So I was like, we got to talk about this reverse situation, because almost every other track I've ever been to, it's like a hard set rule, no reverse. And at our local track, it's wishy-washy, like you can use reverse sometimes if there's not close, and it's safe to back out and all this stuff. And it's like, I don't know. The problem with that is that people are doing it when it benefits them. And so I'd rather just be like everywhere else, where no reverse, dead stop.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen.
Can't you turn the ESC on for race mode and then you don't have reverse?
Yes.
Yep. I think that's what we're going to start doing. I don't know, because I know I've been burned by that a couple times this year, where people have reversed out and got the jump on me while I was waiting to get marshaled. And I mean, they should have as well. So yeah, I'd rather we all just set our ESCs to race mode.
Now, you know what's going to happen. They're either going to change that rule that no reverse at all, or they're going to tell you stop recording, because then you won't have proof if you stop recording.
Yeah. I think we're going to go with no reverse path. But if I didn't have the footage, I wouldn't be able to like show them, guys, this is happening a lot.
Hey guys, have a good night. I'm gonna head in and get some dinner.
All right, Wayne.
Yeah.
All right.
Good fun. You guys take care. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
See you, Wayne.
Later.
Good stuff. See you next time.
Okay.
Well, we've been on for 2 hours also, so I'm going to cut the live stream. We usually stay on and chit-chat a little bit and swear a little bit. We've been holding it about saying bad words. So, guys, say bye to everybody that's online here.
See you guys.
Hey, good night. Have a good night.
Okay, cool. And thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in the chat. We'll see you next week. If I don't decide to do one this weekend or whenever, just make sure you hit that bell so you can actually get notification. But if I do come on, I will post not the video, but the warning that I will be going live in advance, so you guys know. So thanks for jumping in. Give a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment and subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks, guys.